Hello, this is me giving my impressions of Citadel Forced with Fire, and really, I don't have much to say about it really, other than the fact that it's a really nice game, really well developed in most areas. It's lacking a little bit of content. I feel that they could do a lot more content updates with this game, and just making sure that it gets the proper attention that it needs. I don't even have a throne and it's fucking on cooldown. And I have a throne. And it's still fucking on cooldown. What the hell, man? And I wish there was a way you can get rid of your entire base instead of piece by piece. That'd be one complaint. But I was just literally searched up a video and I saw Jade Plays Games videos where he said that if it doesn't have a throne, then when you do the deletion process, every time you delete it'll be on a cooldown. But if it has a throne, you won't have a cooldown. I just put a throne back on here because I wanted to get rid of this base I made when I first started the game. And it still has a fucking cooldown function. Even with the throne. See that? On cooldown, on cooldown, on cooldown. This is bullshit. I'm gonna be here for a fucking hour trying to delete this base. Getting a little fucking pissed. So I want to play the game, but I want to delete this base so I can make a better looking one. And then I'm going to delete my outpost, which is over there, off in the distance there. I got rid of all my stations, but I can't do everything because of this fucking cooldown issue. Who the fuck puts a cooldown restriction on deleting base parts? What fucking gaming development company in their fucking right minds puts a fucking cooldown feature on base deletion? Especially if you're the fucking owner of the base, you should not have to wait for a cooldown to delete your base. And also, I wasn't planning on getting to the complaints this early. Although, in reality, I was going to get to them pretty fast anyway, because they didn't have, you know, everything else on the game is pretty much good. But, anyway, since I'm on the subject of complaints, the fucking spell system in this game. I do not like the spell system on this game. I do not like it. They were going for a classic RPG feel for this game. Well, they had it, except for the fucking spell crafting system. No, I prefer the classic spell system for RPG games, where it's level based. You unlock spells at certain levels, just like you do on Final Fantasy XIV Online and Elder Scrolls. You unlock spells based on your level. This spell crafting system fucking sucks. Okay? It fucking sucks. And on top of that, not only do you have to fumble around to get the spells you want, but you don't keep them. Once your spell's energy bar is gone, so is the spell. You have to reacquire your fucking spells. I hope Blue Isle Studios realizes the mistake they made and brings back the classic spell system, where it's level based for spells and not fucking this stupid shit. No. You only get 4 spells per weapon. And most of the time, it's always the same fucking shit. And then they thought they could spice it up a little bit. Because, you know, it's like they knew they fucked up with the spell system because they put the little enhancement system where you can put items in these slots. And whatever item you put in it will basically improve the effectiveness or the efficiency of the spell or increase the duration. Or the energy, increase how long it lasts. Before you have to reacquire it. No, once you unlock a spell, it should always be there. The only time you should not be able to use a spell is if it's on cooldown or you don't have enough fucking mana to use it. Not, oh, well, your spell's energy is gone, so we're taking the spell from you. You'll have to reacquire it. No, I prefer the traditional RPG spell system where it's a spell tree and you can go and unlock spells by reaching a certain level, or you can use your knowledge points. Because I have 903 knowledge points. And I got everything but mastery stuff. Everything on my save file is unlocked. I'm mastery rank 9. And I have everything on my knowledge tree except for the mastery equipment. And let's not talk about that. Mastery rank 9 and it takes fucking 459,800 experience points. That's something else. And no one will probably believe this, but my game, I have the experience modifier set to the max, and it takes for fucking ever to level up at higher levels. It takes forever. And this is that max settings. And let's talk about enemy damage. This is a boar, level 1 boar, starting enemy in a starting area. It should not be able to do this much damage that I'm gonna let it do to me. Oh well, I guess, okay. I guess they patched that. Earlier, around the time I was about midway to high level area, the boars were doing so much fucking damage. Well, they could literally kill you in about 2 to 3 hits. Other than that, as long as you're playing, oh, and this little fucking clipping issue with my clothes, that I think could be fixed. I don't even understand why some of the clothes is so baggy when my character is not a male. She's a female. Clothes should not be baggy on her. At least the pants should be like, you know, kind of tight. Not loose and baggy looking. She should not look like she's wearing Goku's pants. Building is okay. It works best out of all the other survival building games I've played. There's no placement issue that I found. The deletion, we won't talk about that. But I digress. As I said, fighting is okay. I don't do PvP, so I don't have anything to say on that. I'm not a real big PvP person, but this is a game and they advertise it as such. This is a game for clan wars, so if you're on a PvP server, I'd say it'd probably be in your best interest to join a clan, or as they call them, a house on this game, ASAP. and then get your character built up. Get some decent armor or weapons. That also goes for PvE and single player shit as well. You'll want to do the same thing. Get some good weapons and armor. Because the enemies on the game are, especially if you're by yourself and you're just starting out, the enemies are a little OP. Kind of the same OP as Dark Souls enemies. So if you're a fan of the Souls games, if you ever played them, the enemies on here have pretty much the same type of difficulty. And they don't get no easier. And the world, I would say, besides all the enemy camps you see on the map, and stuff, besides that, the world is pretty barren. I mean, you know, it's just hills, cliffs, and mountains. And forest. That's it. There's really no structures. There's no human NPCs. Which I believe the game could use more structures, and it could use more human NPCs, even as enemies, you know. I would like the game to have some human enemies to face off against. But I will give them props on map size. I still haven't uncovered it all, as you know, any expert player of the game can tell. But map size is pretty damn big. I'd say about the same size as Conan's map. Maybe even a little bit bigger. But then again, well, let's not talk about Conan. I need to start this video to talk about Conan. But yeah, map size is a pretty good issue. I mean, you know, it's pretty good thing about the game. I will say a good method for dealing with some enemies if you are having trouble with it, and if you're, you know, at a point where you have enough mana that you don't have to worry about it, just get on a broomstick and fly above the enemy, you know, just high enough that they can't reach you. See, like that. He wants to attack me, but he can't reach me. Where is that? And then get a spell that you can use. I prefer this one of the storm nature, because you could throw it. You don't have to hold the button down or keep pressing it. Any spell like that will do, and you just keep cheesing the mob like that. And you can get up there pretty well. As you can see, it costs me nothing to fly because I have flying costs turned off because I'm on my single player. So you could turn off the cost of mana for flying. Oh, and speaking of that, even though it really has nothing to do with it, taming on this game. That is a stupid system as well. God, I hope Blue Isle Studios really fucking thinks hard about this. I know they're not gonna see this video, so they're not gonna hear my opinions on anything. But I don't fucking care. It really grinds my gears, so I just gotta complain about it. I mean, you know, Conan has a better taming system. Why would anyone want to tame something on this game if they can't keep ownership of it? It's stupid. Who wants to tame an awesome ass fucking beast like a phoenix or a dragon just so they could end up losing it? Because you gotta keep the fucking thing, you gotta keep food in its inventory to keep it. Because if not, it'll run out of, the time will expire and it'll no longer be yours. Once you tame something, it should remain tamed until it's defeated or you kill it. Why continue to pour resources into taming? That's just a waste. As far as that goes, the single player, everything's good. And as far as the wasted space, they have roads that lead nowhere. And in some areas, there's plenty of open space on the map. And I feel the map could use more structures. Because really the only structures you're going to see are player bases. That's it. That's the only structures you're going to see in the game. Are player created bases. So other than the 3 safe zone castles you start out in, there's no other structures besides the towers, and those are useless. Do you think they'd have some other type of significance besides fast travel points? But they don't. They're just fast travel points. There's nothing special about them. I know one of them shows a quest icon, but I went over there and the NPC didn't show up. The quest giver wasn't there. And the quests on this game, they're not really quests. They're generic quests. They're fetcher quests. Go get this, go get that. Do this, do that. They're not quests. Most of them are just little generic, mediocre tasks. And you get like anywhere I'd say from 200 to 500 XP. I may be exaggerating, you might get a little less than that. A little less than 500. And even so, even if you do get 500, what the hell is that gonna do at high levels? Look at that. 459,800. You'd be better off going and killing high level monsters over and over again. You'll get better experience. And even so, it took me a while to even get to max level 60. Doing that method as well, with the XP modifier being set to max. And you would think Blue Isle Studios would have caught on and would have been like, well, ain't nobody gonna like that setup, so we should do our best to fix it. But dumb is dumb, I guess. I don't know what got in to Blue Isle Studios. I don't know what got into their minds, especially with the spell system being the way it is, and XP gain at high levels. I would see people at high level, most people, especially if you're on multiplayer on the official servers where everything's set to the lowest setting. I don't see people staying on the game at high levels. At high levels, I see them getting bored and playing another game. They won't even stay to unlock the in-game content, because they'll get so bored from level grinding. Because it is boring. It is boring. If it wasn't for some of the stuff that I can get at Mastery Rank, I wouldn't even be doing it right now. But I really want some of the Mastery Rank items you can unlock. And I got 20, well, not now, but I got plenty more level ups to go to get everything. Because that's as high as the Mastery Rank levels are. It's 24 levels. If it wasn't for the in-game items, I wouldn't even be doing this. I wouldn't even be Mastery Rank. And I don't know why I just got some experience, because I'm not even doing anything, and I have no crafting stations going. But that is a plus. And I think that's why I think they know level grinding is a bitch, and experience is a bitch to get at high levels, because everything you do besides walking and just standing still earns you experience. You pick up items, you get experience. You craft stuff, you get experience. You use any of the crafting stations, you earn experience. Beat a monster, you gain experience. You craft stuff on yourself, you gain experience. And you do quests, you gain experience. But even so, with all that going on at high level, you're not going to get nowhere. Yeah, I mean, it's a struggle at high levels as far as area of experience goes. So I could just imagine the PvP servers being a bitch. With the way they have the game set up. I mean, not much more to tell about it. I like how easy the clan system is to set up. I mean, it's real easy to set up the clan. Real easy. Pick a logo, put in a name, and there you go. There's no little special process. You don't have to be a certain level. You don't have to have people sign a petition. Like on certain games, you know, like I know Neverwinter, there's a certain way you have to do it. On one game, you have to have people sign a petition because you have to go to a person. Oh, clan register and get the process started. Then you have to go around to random people and have them you know, get their signature. And I believe it was either World of Warcraft or Neverwinter or one of them. And I believe you needed like 12 or 20 fucking player signatures. So you can get your clan. And then you didn't even know the people you asked, so it's like you had to make a deal with them. Or it's just like whenever you can get the clan going, they can go ahead and leave. But it was a whole fucking, some games have a whole fucking process. Okay? Some, you have to get player signatures. Some, you have to be a certain level. Some, you have to pay money to start your clan. This game, you don't have to do shit, which I like that. Just you and your friends can start up the clan process free. And it's just 2 easy steps. Well, 3 actually. Bring up the menu, go to the clan tab. There'll be a button to create a clan. You pick a logo, name the clan, and the clan is created. Also, I think your clan logo also appears on your flags, which is kind of cool. That's something that I've never seen before, and I know that that's a thing that ARC players have wanted for a long time. They wanted their tribe logos or whatever to be on flags, because they have flags on there too. Or they're called banners on there though. I also think that the level range for, you know, some of the items are ridiculous. But yeah, I hope. But then again, you know, like I said, there's not that much content in the game. There is just like, I think a couple of bosses, maybe 3 or 4 bosses in the game, and they're at specified locations on the map with like these double skulls, which indicates the bosses, or the main bosses, I would say. And I think there's a couple of world bosses, but they're not indicated. And there's a shit ton of quests though, but like I said, it's just useless fucking quests. They have no significance whatsoever. They're just boring as shit. And the payout for completing those quests is not great either. I think the only quests that pay out well besides the regular fucking quests are these quests by the boss locations. But those ones require a boss item to complete. At least the Phoenix one does. Because there's a chick outside the thing to the Phoenix area. She'll give you a quest, but she wants something you get from the Phoenix. I think it's the same item you need to open the portal to get to the Phoenix is what she wants. Yeah, you know what? I'll just go there anyway, because it'll help me spend some time for the cooldown so I could break more shit. This is ridiculous. See, but I like the flying. Oh, another thing, this is the in-game broomstick I'm using. This is the highest level broomstick you can get in the game. I think it's in this. Or not, so it might be in the top. Yeah, see right here. That one. Highest level broomstick, but it's weaker than the legendary broomstick. But it's a higher level. I mean, really, how fucking stupid is that? That it's the highest level broomstick, but it's weaker than that one. And I'm wearing the highest, well, it's not outfit, you know, it's not all the pieces are for the whole outfit, but I'm wearing a piece of the outfit that gives me the highest, pieces of different outfits that give me the highest settings combined. So, and even then, don't think that makes you invincible, because the monsters will still fuck you up. But I think she wants the item that you need to open the portal. Not this gate, but the portal. When you go inside and you press the square button on the pedestal and it opens up a portal to the Phoenix boss dungeon. I think she wants that item, which is the Phoenix Spirit Stone. Oh, nope. She gives you the Phoenix Spirit Stone. She wants 20 undead enemies defeated. That says orcish or orcus minions, but yet it says the targeted enemies have to be undead. But you get 20,000 experience for completing the quest. So these blue quests are pretty awesome. But the regular yellow or daily challenges, because you can only do quests daily on this game. Well, except for the quest givers at each of the spawn points when you first start out, which are Rain Court, I think this one's Heathcliff, which is weird because the name's not showing up. Oh shit. I'm getting attacked. I don't know which one it is because I don't see one. But yeah, there's Rain Court. And now the name's not popping up again. Heathcliff or Heathcliff. And Eastreach. But those quest givers there in those areas are their tutorials. And all they really do is help you get started out. Like you get some basic starting equipment. Like I think you get a tonic, a hat, a axe, and a wand. And then you get like a quest that involves cooking and placing down a fire pit. And then that's it. They don't have no more quests to give you after that. Once you finish all those are it. Hey! Yeah, I'm gonna run because I'm not gonna stick around to fight that dragon. Fighting dragons are not my forte. But yeah. To me, the game is good itself. It's got so many good things going for it, but the few bad things are like, you know, so massively annoying that to me they can't be ignored. I can't, you know, let them slide on that. I don't know why Blue Owl Studios felt they needed to change the old spell system that was in the game before its full release, because when I seen it on YouTube, other players played it in early access with that spell system. I didn't think it was all that bad. To me, that spell system made sense because that's the same type of spell system that's in every RPG game. That type of spell system's in Elder Scrolls. It's in fucking Final Fantasy. It's in, hell, I want to say Neverwinter and Terra have the same system. In an RPG game, the spell system should always be level based. So every level up, or every few level ups, depending on how you look at it, you should unlock a new spell. And then, if you want to upgrade the spell, then they should have a system for that too. As the spell system sits now, I do not like it. I do not think other people will like it. I don't know what other players of the game think of it, because as popular as the game should be, it's really not, and not a lot of people are talking about it, which is kind of throwing me off, really. But then again, you know, it's Christmas and New Year's. There's not really much gaming news going around, which I think is fucking bullshit. You know, 2019 and, you know, about to be 2020. And when you got no family of your own, it's pretty boring. Yeah, I just hope that they fucking get smart. Fucking drop the systems that are dumb in the game. You know, change the spell system that's in the game, because it's like, you know, it's not. It's my biggest thing about this game. I want to like the magic in it, but Blue Isle Studios, with their stupid ass spell system they got here, it makes it hard to like the spells. And from what I've seen of the last game, the early access version, the spells on there were better than the ones on this. And then for each of the elements, you don't even get any good spells. You get one blast spell, one beam spell, one AoE spell, and one spell that you can apply to yourself for each element. There's no other spells. There's no resurrection spell. There's no You know, there's no good shit. There's no. When you really think about it, and I just realized this, the highest point of anyone's day who plays this game will be base building and playing with your friends, if you have any. I just lost some friends, so I don't really have anyone to play this, and I met some new people on here on the multiplayer on Christmas, but they're not on right now. So right now I got nobody to play the game with. So I'm just standing here looking boring as hell, talking, waiting, because I want to delete this base. Fucking Jade Plays Games fucking lied to me, because his video is not what it is. Because he said that if you are in a throneless base, when you go to delete a piece, it'll go on cooldown. But if your base has a throne, you won't have to have a cooldown. It has a cooldown no matter if it has a fucking throne or not. That's why I wish they had an option to delete a base, to delete all your base. Like, if you remove your throne, the whole base should be automatically deleted. That'd make the whole deletion process easier. That way you don't have to do this shit piece by piece. You don't have to worry about the fucking cooldown. Yeah, well, I guess, thanks for watching the video, if anyone watches it. I know I didn't do anything spectacular. I just felt like getting on here and complaining about some things that I don't see anyone else complaining about, that I feel need to be put out there. It needs to be brought to Blue Owl Studios' attention. Hopefully, some big person, if anyone knows anyone in the industry anyway, can bring this to them so they can bring it to Blue Owl Studios and make them do something about it. You know? Make them fix their mistakes before it ruins the game to a point to where nobody's playing it and it gets no support. If they could fix the game before it reaches that point, then I have a feeling this game could live on. It could, you know, continue to get content updates and be improved. Also, something else I want to talk about before I really end this video, I don't know why I didn't mention it earlier, is I was told it was just me experiencing it when I was on the multiplayer with my newly met fellow wizard friends, that I was experiencing some real bad lag on the server I was on earlier with my newly met friends. And it was getting so bad to the point that it was my screen was getting blurry, and it was getting blurrier over time and pixelated to the point to where I couldn't really tell what I was looking at. That's how bad it got. And with the lag, it was just getting so bad that there was a bit of an input lag as well, so the game wasn't really responding well. So just be mindful of that. I was told it was just me, but I don't see how it was just me if, you know, because I'm on single player and it doesn't do that. The game doesn't lag up, it doesn't get blurry. My resolution stays clear, doesn't get pixelated. There's no input latency. Oh, and the voice chat is terrible. In-game voice chat on multiplayer mode. If you use it, it is terrible. Then again, it could have just been my friend's equipment. Anyway, my friend sounded like he was talking to me through a walkie-talkie. That's how terrible it was. I know I don't have any better equipment because I'm using the PlayStation camera to record microphone audio. And it's just because, you know, poor people, poor environment, poor background. We don't really have money to spend on fancy equipment. You know, $1,000 headsets and shit like that. You know, life sucks. Unless you're a fucking rich kid. You get everything handed to you on a silver platter. You can get anything you want. Anyway, thanks for watching the video.